Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in the wonderful world of Plants vs. Zombies. Oh my goodness. Now this game best be bringing back a fair bit of nostalgia for some of you, because this bad boy, if you can believe it, was released in 2009. It's one of the greatest games of all time, and today I'm going to show you how you can even still exploit it right up until this day. That's right, 12 years later, this bad boy is still a broken and balanced mess, but we absolutely love it nonetheless. So without further ado, make sure you're sat back, relaxed, with a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea in hand, and if you're feeling especially fantastic, you can even like the video now. Let's dive into it. Oh, welcome to the nostalgia zone. This is glorious. I mean, this is an insane amount of nostalgia. Personally for me, I haven't played this game in about a decade, and here I am. It's fantastic. Fun fact to make some of you feel very old, this game was released in 2009, which of course means that people who were born after this game could potentially be as old as 12 years old, which is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. It's insane how old this game is, and yet how fun it is. It truly is a glorious experience. Now, in order to get that nostalgia flooding through your veins, let me crank up the music so you can get a full ear blast of this high quality audio. Oh, damn. What a bop. We be jiving. Oh yeah. Now I can drink cups of tea to this. This is, woo, a jam. Oh yeah, you've taken on that low bit. Oh wow. What a great game. Now I'm playing on a brand new save, which means we need to make a zombitar because, you know, this is the OG customization from way back in the day, and arguably this looks better than 74% of the NFTs out on the market. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I've created it. I have made art. Look at my boy. Oh, he's perfect. Oh yes, right, we'll finish this bad boy up. Yes, I'm done. A JPEG image has been added to my desktop. Oh my goodness. Oh dear, that's amazing. Oh, he's glorious. Now let's start a brand new adventure, as we've got to play Plants vs. Zombies. Now, if you don't understand the very principles of this game, it's very simple. You play as a lovely person trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse, and your only weapon to defend your lovely property is a gigantic quantity of mutated nightmare plants. It's very simple. We have our lovely little bit of turf, we have a pea shooter that can shoot at zombies, and it is as simple as that. We then collect currency using the sun, just like plants do, and then we will be placing ourselves even more plants to defend our house. Right, and now the zombies are coming. Here they are. Oh, they're very angry. They're after our brains. These are classical zombies. Now it's going to take quite a few shots from the peas in order to actually kill the zombies. And of course, the sounds of peas hitting zombies is the kind of same wet slap of misery that you get from punching a raw chicken. Right, we're going to add another pea shooter in just to really increase our firepower. And oh yes, now we're looking good. Now it's time for the final wave. Oh no, 2 zombies coming at the exact same time. That's terrifying. Luckily, we will survive this today. And there we go. Not only did we survive, but we've also gotten ourselves a new plant. It's a sunflower, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, these bad boys generate wealth. But now on level 2, things have become more challenging, as we have to defend 3 different layers. But luckily, this sunflower, it generates us money, it's not too expensive, and it will keep us surviving in this horrific apocalypse. Oh, there we go, another sunflower is now ready, and now we can start building up our defensive line. Ah, the wet slaps of zombie on plant action. It's glorious. Now, you might be thinking, how on earth can you actually exploit a game that is about placing down plants and defending your home from zombies, you know, like most standard games? And the interesting thing is that you can actually exploit it surprisingly easily, because like most games, this game has currency, and if money exists, then I can have it, as is pretty much guaranteed for all English people. Oh my goodness, here comes my boy! Look at him! Oh, he's beautiful. Yes, that's right. Sadly, we have to kill him, but nonetheless, that's fine. Murdering yourself in a video game, it's always a fun thing to do. And there we go, that's level 2 complete, and we've unlocked the cherry bombs. These bad boys are very angry. Oh no, we got some tougher zombies coming our way now, but don't worry, we'll be able to fight them. Oh wow, now we have the next generation of zombies on their way. That's right, it's zombie with traffic cone on head. Truly an arch enemy for the ages. My goodness, is he strong. He can take at least an extra few hits. Okay, right, now we're gonna put some cherries down. down because why not? We might as well blow up the annoying zombies and then prep ourselves for the glorious final wave of undead. The final wave is here, led by none other than the greatest person in the universe. I'm of course talking about me. Now sadly I just wasted the cherry bomb, but it's completely okay. We should be able to weather the storm relatively happily just using our glorious P-based firepower. And that's level 3 complete. We've unlocked the shield, also known as the potato, the bountiful heart of any Irish-based economy. It works fantastically against zombies because not only is it delicious, it's also nutritious, and consequently it slows zombies down using its incredibly tasty body. Building up our glorious defenses and economy for the inevitable zombie tide, but now that we're armed with potatoes, oh my, we're going to last a lot longer. Now we're going to put the potato to work to actually defend against this traffic cone zombie. Now the potato is a happy smiley boy. He won't be happy for too long because his job is to be eaten to death, which is of course very upsetting for some, but the potato, he just gloriously accepts his role in society. It is not a noble job to be the potato that is eaten by the undead, but it is a valiant and important job. I realize that technically this is a walnut, not a potato, but I would like to say that throughout the entirety of playing this game, I never read that, and I genuinely have believed that for all this time this was not a nut and in fact a potato. Surely I can't be the only one to think that. Please tell me I'm not mad. It just looks like a potato. Anyway, it's time for the final wave. Let's get all of those last few zombies through. And by that I mean we're going to blow them up with a cherry bomb, my friends. So we'll just let the zombies make a little bit of process and then just blow them up. Fantastic, glorious stuff. Oh, and fantastic, we finally got ourselves a shovel. Lovely. Now we can finally dig up and sell plants. Oh, and here's Crazy Dave. Lovely. This is also the shop vendor for the entirety of the game who we're going to be scamming. Oh, I love Crazy Dave. Right, now we're going to start digging these plants up because they're in the way. And now our job is very simply to do bowling. It's an interesting game. Oh, we can have an exploder nut over here. Sure, that seems fun. Right, exploder nut, go! Fantastic. Yes, because of course it's Plants vs. Zombies, and playing the game the way it's intended would be strange when instead you can just play bowling. Oh, we can send out an exploder nut over here. This will do good work. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, this is just glorious. Glorious, valiant fighting, and oh dear, now we actually have a lot more zombies coming our way. Well, that's fine. We can just bounce that one up there, like so. Send that one in and bounce it up. And again, maybe try it from the other side. And oh dear, there's an even larger final wave of zombies approaching, apparently. And there we go, fantastic. We've cleared the level, and we got ourselves a landmine as a fantastical prize. Yep, it's a potato mine. Why, I just thought two things in the game were potato. Is that generally how I felt whilst playing this game? I just thought they added two potatoes. Anyway, let's get planting. We've got a game to play. Now, with one zombie on the way, we could deal with it normally, but instead we're going to put down a landmine and instead spend our time growing our economy base. Wait, did that zombie just eat the landmine? It did, didn't it? I'm such a potato. I need to put it down and give it time to grow. And there we go, fantastic. The potato is grown, the landmine is ready to explode. Alright, well our first landmine is about to detonate to a very, very poor, unfortunate zombie that isn't quite aware of what he's going to be stepping on, and whabam, he's dead. Lovely, glorious murder has occurred. Oh, I want to protect that landmine. I must protect that landmine. Yes, you see, the landmine is able to jump over a potato, which makes him a nightmare, but still he can be murdered. Alright, we're gonna have this jumper pole vault over a sunflower because that'll really slow him down. And then corn potato, get ready. Grow potato, grow. No, don't be eaten. Yes! Oh, you glorious explosive suicidal boy. Ah, the glorious wet slaps of progress. Now this is true gameplay. Okay, the final waves of zombies are approaching now. This is fantastic. I've got my next landmine out. I have a cherry bomb ready whenever. You know what? I think now is the time. Let's get that bomb down. And we're bam. There we go. We've cleared up the map a bit. And fantastic. We've completed the level and got ourselves a nice frozen pea shooter. Welcome to map 10 of level 1. It's gonna be a spicy time as we've just been informed by the endless waves of the undead that they intend to launch an all-out attack on us, which means we must valiantly defend ourselves from the spooky boys. And we will do so to a glorious level of success because I am of course in charge and consequently great things are afoot. We're going to be slowing the zombies, shooting the zombies, you name it, we're going to be attacking them with it, including potato mines, my personal favorite. Alright, and now we have a huge wave about to be on the way. This is going to be quite a fun challenge, but luckily we have ourselves a cherry bomb and we can also start building some potatoes down. So let's just drop this bomb in right about here so that we can have it land, drop down a pea shooter, and also, oh my goodness, look at the waves of the undead. Let's start clearing out the map just a little bit. Now, of course, seems like a perfect time to place a landmine as well, of course. Oh, wow, this is quite quite a large quantity in the ranks of the undead, although I think we have started to clear it out pretty successfully. Oh yes, look at this glorious battle line of peas. Oh, I just want to hear the sound. Let me hear the sound of the peas. Oh yes, oh, the meaty slaps of victory. Oh, it's fantastic. Absolutely glorious indeed. Yes, I will have total victory over the zombies and the undead. Ah, it will be my victory. Alright, and here we go. The final wave is about to be afoot. Let's see if we can get one more landmine down before the start of the final wave. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we'll have him jump over and hit a landmine. It's time for us to unleash our glorious defense of our home. You will not have my home. Ah, yes, the Explodinator achievement. Oh, glorious total victory. We have done it. And with that, we finally have access to the lovely tiny little mushroom. Ah, tiny little short-range spores that do hardly any damage. And there we go, it's Crazy Dave, he's back. Alright, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Now, we've finally unlocked the ability to play mini-games, and this is where I like to pull off my favorite exploit in the entirety of the series. Now, there's a fair few ones, which are of course absolute classics, like for example, Infinite XP in some of the later Plants vs. Zombie games, which admittedly, some of them kind of turned into Call of Duty, but for children, and yet also not children. They're surprisingly fun games. Not personally my cup of tea, but I hear fantastic things about the Garden Warfare series. Nonetheless, let's exploit the game that we have in front of us. And so for that, we need to play some mini-games. Now, mini-games are very fun. We got a few options here, a slot machine and walnut bowling. Now, we're going to play walnut bowling, which is everyone's favorite game mode here, and just quite simply wail on out a few of these lovely walnuts. There we go. Wabam. We got another flawless shot, and oh, we just missed it. Oh, dear. Now, these Explodo Nuts are pretty much going to guarantee us a very easy waltz through this lovely minigame. And as you can see in the bottom left of the minigame, we actually have our total financial gain that we have. As you can see, we have 4,390 gold in our bank. That's pretty good, and it's going to increase as we continue playing this lovely little minigame. But it won't be absolutely perfect. No, 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 no. That's going to take some time. So instead, in those scenarios, that's where video game exploits come into the picture to allow us to generate infinite money. Now, we're going to play one of these mini-games. This mini-game right here is also known as gambling, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We just need 2,000 sun to pass the level. And bam, there we go. Well, that's not enough. We're going to have to pull the lever again because we desperately need finances. Now, we luckily get a free plant because we managed to get a little bit of money there. But we're going to need a lot to win this game. Oh, we got a diamond, which is 1 grand. That's pretty good, but it's not enough to win. We just got to keep cranking that handle until we win this minigame. It's just like gambling, which of course everyone loves. Well, now we have a sunflower, so we can gamble more. Yay! Oh, it's fantastic. And a whole bunch of pea shooters. Lovely. Come on, I've just got to keep spinning. I must keep spinning. It is the only way to succeed in life, is to gamble, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Ah, yes, we got a nut. Lovely. Nutritious and tasty nut. I can't keep spinning. Give me more money. Give me money. I need finance generation. Oh my goodness, a diamond jackpot. Okay, right. This is going to give us a stupidly large amount of money. Up to 10,800 cash, as you can see in the bottom left. Now, this cash is very important. You need it to upgrade certain items in the game. Mostly increase the amount of plants that you can bring into each level. It makes the game remarkably easier if you have money, just like real life. So naturally, we want to make sure we have as much money as possible at all times. Oh, even more sun, lovely. We can gamble more. Oh, it's fantastic. Yes, my descent into gambling madness is perfect. But sometimes one must gamble slightly if they want to exploit their way through life. And that's exactly why I have myself a lovely auto-clicker set up on the lever and a nice warm cup of tea in front of myself. Tasty, lovely tea. Oh, and yes, more sun, lovely. More sun is more wealth, and more wealth is more success. We must keep spinning, gloriously spinning until the end of days. It doesn't matter if I spin away current profits. I am spinning for the sake of future profits, ladies and gentlemen. Future actualizations of success. I learned this technique from the people on the Wall Street Bet subreddit, and so consequently it must be true, because I've heard their name on the news. Our lovely free sunflowers. Our wealth accumulation has now just increased threefold. Today is a glorious day. Oh, and lovely, a diamond. Glorious. This is quite possibly one of the easiest ways to generate money in the known universe, is to play this game. However, we can exploit it more. All we need to do is simply win. which I know is difficult. Some of you might not know how to perform such a high-level maneuver, but it's actually surprisingly easy. Ah, praise the sun, praise the glorious sun, for we have another sunflower. Yes! Oh, we're going to be nearing 1,000 sun, and that will almost be enough to win the game. But until then, we must keep spinning. Spin for victory. Oh no, a huge wave of zombies are approaching. Terrible news, but it's okay. We shall generate the sunlight so as to defeat them in glorious battle. Ah, more sun. Praise be. Why must we fight them when instead we can simply leave this godforsaken planet? All it will take is a large fiscal fortune, which guess what we just did? Oh boy, we just inherited Jeffrey Bezos' spare cash. Lovely. That was a supreme jackpot. Oh, and another sunflower. Lovely. This sunflower must fight on the front lines to generate its wealth for us, but it will do so valiantly and gloriously. And we've almost hit the progress where we can actually win the game. Fantastic. We are but just a crumb of wealth away from being able to have victory. A grand total of simply 3 sunflower seeds is enough to win. Now, in order to actually win, there we go, we've won. We're not actually going to click those suns and win the game. Instead, we're just going to leave this level, go to the main menu, and don't worry, the game will be saved. Lovely, the game has been saved. Now we'll go back to the slot machine game and we'll press continue. We'll then click these two and win the game. Now as the trophy's on screen, simply back on out to the main menu. There we go, don't worry. The progress will be saved. Play the slot machine again, and when we click on our trophy, we're going to get a large quantity of money. So bam, we click on the trophy, it comes on through, and bam, that's 1,000 and a fair bit of cash added to our inventory. Lovely. Then we're just going to play the slot machine again, and we're going to click to continue from where we just were, and we can then click on that trophy yet again and gain another 1,300 gold. Fantastic. Then we can just simply repeat this process again because there's no goddamn stopping me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. It is exactly 1,250 gold every time we repeat this process, meaning you just simply need to do this process a handful of times, and bam, you've generated enough wealth to beat absolutely anything in this video game. Because using this wealth, you can gain yourself fiscal upgrades, ways to give yourself an advantage over your opponents. Your opponents, of course, being the endless ranks of the undead. So I don't really feel that bad for cheating, because it's kind of like taking candy from a baby. If it was just an endlessly respawning baby, and the candy was also endlessly tasty. But fear not, ladies and gentlemen, I'm British, which means I have absolutely no moral complex, and consequently such a thing is definitely within my power. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've achieved $25,000. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This is glorious profit, fantastical success. Because why actually play the entirety of the video game the way it was intended to be played, when instead you can just quite simply cheat every single thing? Oh yes, it's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, I know it is. And the reasoning it exists is because developers back in 2009 didn't know how to use save files correctly, so consequently you could just simply put a save file right at the end of the level and claim the reward over and over again. It's like putting a save file right down before you hand in a quest in Skyrim and then just loading that save file again and being able to get the prize again. It's fantastic and perfectly balanced. Oh, it truly is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Well, there we have it. Went up to $30,000. This is perfect. This is good progress. Fantastic progress indeed. Onwards we go again. Right, we're just up to 37,000, I do believe, so we're just going to be continuing this process over and over again until I generate stupendous quantities of money. Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Some time has passed and I have successfully defeated the game. Now, how have I managed to do this? Well, I basically set up a macro which very simply went over here, clicked this, pressed continue, then clicked exactly where the trophy lands every single time, and then repeats the process over and over again. And because I've left my computer running for what has effectively been a fair few hours at this point, as you can see, we now have infinite money. Oh yes, I love gold. If we add more gold to it, absolutely nothing happens. This is the hard cap of the game. It cannot go any higher. What can you do with all of this money? Absolutely nothing at this point. It's pretty much useless, but we have it, and that's all that matters. Oh my goodness. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have played Plants vs. Zombies, and we have discovered that it is, of course, a perfectly balanced game with absolutely no exploits whatsoever, excluding, of course, infinite money, which I'm sure doesn't at all break this lovely game. So there you go. Go forth with your newfound knowledge and hopefully fantastical nostalgia for this game, because guess what? It's on sale. That's right. It's in the Steam Winter Sale. It's on sale at the moment, probably, I imagine. I don't know when this video is going going out. But even then, it's ridiculously cheap to buy, and it's a really, really fun game. Even if you don't want to buy it on Steam, you can probably get a disc copy of this game for about 4p, but then again, that would require you actually owning a disc drive in your computer, and I'm pretty sure no one other than archaic eldritch beings like myself have those anymore. So maybe just grab it on Steam. Nonetheless, if you've actually ever played Plants vs. Zombies, hop on down to the comment section, because I'd love to hear if you've genuinely played this game. I know it exists on mobile and there's a whole bunch of different versions, but which version have you played and enjoyed the most? Because for me, this game is true nostalgia, pure happiness, injected straight into my veins, just simple cathartic zombie killing, and it's wonderful. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. As always, a massive thank you to each and every one of our YouTube members and patrons who make these videos all the more possible. Seriously, thank you very much, you lovely sausages. And hey, if you sat there wondering what video you'd like to watch next, look no further than this one on screen now, hand chosen by myself to be absolutely perfect for you. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one, where I inevitably break yet another game, and I'm afraid that's goodbye for now. Oh shit, right, let me blow this bad boy up. Right, one shot and that chip is very wobbly, 2 shots and it just disappears. Sorry, did they not have an animation for the ship crashing? It just turned into dust. What the heck was that? Halo, a competitive shooter set in a world where the greatest universe-ending threat is none other than a fungus that was probably created by some alien dude leaving a cheese toasty on the sideboard for too long. Now, of course, as this is a competitive game, you would imagine that it is, of course, perfectly balanced and has no bugs, glitches, or exploits for us to abuse. And to the developers' merit, they have done a decent job in making a fun game. The only issue is that one poor intern has cut a design corner or two and created the most powerful gun in the game, and of course left it available for the player right at the start of the game, and I'm 100% certain that you will walk past it. Now, you see, Halo has many iconic weapons, from the Spartan laser to the gravity hammer, and yet today we will be eating all of those rubbish weapons out of the Pelican's window and instead using the Null weapon. A weapon so powerful it doesn't exist, it doesn't have a physical form, and it doesn't even use ammunition. So without further ado, I'll show you how to secure this source of power, and then we'll go on a rampage as we banish the banished back into the Shadow Realm with the cheesiest of weapons. So make sure you're sat back, relaxed, you have a nice warm cup of tea in hand, you might have even liked the video, and most importantly, you've saluted the picture of the Queen that I'm sure all of you have hanging above your computer. Now, let's begin. So, okay, what you've done is you've of course finished the first 2 quests, you've come all the way out here, and now we're going to enjoy the intern's mistake. All you need to do is simply walk up to the bottom, grapple hook your way up, which is lovely and easy. Then you get to these lovely 2 turrets from a crashed ship. Now, of course, the interesting thing about video games is when developers need to say add in, I don't know, a turret or a cannon that shoots at enemy things, that needs to actually be a weapon in and of itself. But usually developers go, okay, it's a weapon, but of course the players can't use it. Otherwise we'd be handing the players an AA cannon in their hands, which is of course too powerful indeed. But sadly, one poor intern has failed to do their job, and if you go over to this final turret here, climb up and simply walk to the end of it, you get a prompt to pick up something. What do we pick up? We've picked up a weapon like no other, because this right here is a tank cannon. Now, this weapon is just like any other weapon in Halo that you can pick up. It stays with you when you die, it does damage, and it kills enemies. There's just a few critical differences, namely this weapon doesn't use ammunition, so we can fire off a shot and good lord is it loud. It also doesn't even have a model. As you can see, Master Chief, his shadow is buggered. He's not even moving his legs. He can move his legs with a normal gun, but as soon as he pulls this bad boy out, he just becomes a square, which is fine. Yeah, he looks a little bit derpy, but we love him. Now, this is effectively a tank cannon. As you can see, it takes a little while to reload, but this bad boy hits like a truck. It will one-hit every single damn enemy in the game. And as you can see, it's got a nice little bit of an explosive radius. So what we're going to do is just simply blow up all 3 of those enemies in one shot, blow up all 3 of those enemies in one shot. There's another enemy. At this point, we don't really need to aim. We just kind of vaguely gander in the direction of the enemies, and well, they'll just blow up. It's okay. So there we go. This tank cannon is now ours, and good lord, is it bloody overpowered. Oh yes, you think you're a nice strong enemy, but I'm afraid even the strongest of enemies aren't going to stand up against what is effectively an entire bloody tank. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this tank doesn't use ammunition. It's not the most accurate, and you might have to jump on your shots, but otherwise it's damn perfect. So there we go. We've just completed this little mission, and now our friend is gonna come in and pick us up. But good lord, we have a cannon now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we do. A bloody powerful one at that, and it also can't even kill us. That's right, we can just shoot the floor and it's fine. Anyway, let me me just quickly secure this landing zone. Now, this tank cannon is going to be pretty darn good because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be able to blow up most vehicles in the game using this bad boy. And here comes my pelican. Lovely. Let's continue this mission. And wouldn't it be a shame if we kept the stupidly overpowered weapon and it just never went away for the entirety of the goddamn campaign? You wouldn't let that happen, Halo, would you? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Except you would. Ah, lovely. We found a bandage structure. It's apparently heavily armored, but luckily I have a cannon strapped to me. My body is a weapon in and of itself, so let's go. Oh, it is very good to be back. Goodbye, pelican friend. Oh, there's some enemies down there. And jump and a jump and oh yes, like an artillery strike. Oh, this bad boy's good. Oh, this bad boy is good. Oh, look, there's some big old brutey boys down there. He got yeeted. That one just hit the floor. Yeah, you kind of have to aim up or jump when shooting. It really is designed to be jump shot, which is good. I love jumping. Let's kill these little grunts. Bless them. They don't want to die, but they always just keep dying. There we go. You're dead. And floor shot. There we go. Floor shot, always surprisingly effective. That was actually ridiculously easy. Right, let us capture this FOB. All right, and what I'll do is I'll also set my waypoint to go and help some of these UNSC squads. So let's go do that. All right, now there's a squad up there that needs help, so I'm going to go and help them with my tank cannon. All right, so there's a friendly squad over here. Let us go save them. Yes, with our glorious cannon. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you're bad and you're dead. Hello there, humans. You're dead and the humans are now free. We've saved them. All right, you're dead. You need to die. You're also dead. I don't think I can kill friendlies with this, which is good because, okay, no, maybe I can. Yeah, I don't think that guy's getting up. Okay, so I can kill friendlies with this. I just need to be careful where I'm aiming this tank cannon. But there we go. I've saved some people. All right, now what I'm going to do is just jump down here because I can see some big old brutey boys standing around what I can only presume is, yes, it's a vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. Right, so we're going to just rain hellfire down from above using an artillery cannon and, yeah, pretty much do a fantastic job. Oh, that one overshot and bam. One rock. That looks like some stuff over there. Let's blow that up. Just blow up all of that stuff. Fantastic. Why even be in the same postcode as your enemies when you can just blow them up from afar? All right, now there is a distress signal coming from over here, so we shall go save UNSC units, but actually, oh no, there's some evil dudes. And a shoot and dead and a jump and a shoot and a jump and a shoot. Hey, stop shooting that laser gun at me, okay? You're dead now. Oh, hello there, Jackal. Yep, I'm sorry. The shield, it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. This thing's designed to puncture starships. Okay, now we've arrived at the tower, and so we're just going to clear it by simply blowing our way through the front gates here. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just jump and shoot, and then jump and shoot, and then jump and shoot, and he's dead. Oh, hello there, little alien boy, and you're dead. Oh, and there's two of you here as well, and you're dead. Terribly sorry. Oh, now that's some kind of snipery boy. Such a shame he does not survive. But there are a lot of dudes here. A lot of very powerful dudes. Maybe if I didn't have this gun, this game would be moderately challenging to some degree. Might even die on occasion. Imagine that. Couldn't be me. Oh, well, I saved some Marines. I might have killed a few of them in the process, but that's okay. Humans, please stay away from me because you may or may not die to the tank cannon, and that would be dangerous. Right, and jump and kill, and jump and kill, and of course a jump and kill. Now that was a high-powered enemy. He even had a little shield on. Look at all of these angry enemy boys. All right, I'm gonna free even more humans. That's how great I am. I can just free all of the humans. There we go. You're free, humans. We've equipped the humans with weapons of mass destruction. Now I need to make my way into this room, which is full of enemies, which is completely fine. There we go. We'll just blow all of that up. And also you're dead. And let us end the lockdown of the tower. I'm making my way in. All right, so we now get to go probably kill that elite in some kind of boss battle in a little while, which is good because I want to see how many shots of a tank cannon he can take. Oh, hello there, friend. You're dead. I'm just going to walk up to them and blow up because I can. That's exactly what I can do. The gravity lift is active. I shall go through the lifty time and have a fun old adventure. All right, I need to make my way up this facility. Oh, wait, there's some enemies and dead and dead and dead. Oh, dear. The enemies are just rounding a corner and getting just blown up by a tank. So I do feel kind of bad for them. Oh, hello. Oh, you are one angry boy, one angry dead boy. And so are you. And so are you. You're dead. Oh, hello there, high-powered enemy who is dead in one shot. And you, tiny alien. Oh, no, you're looking good and dead. Oh, this is just fantastic. All right, and up we go again to the third floor. And let us open this door and probably have a fun boss fight. Yes, here he is. Ah, boss fight time. Yes, perfect. I was excited for this. Oh, there he is. Right, one shot, second shot, third shot. Oh, and I accidentally blew myself up on a bit of scenery. Okay, this is the one problem with the tank cannon. Whilst it can't kill me, definitely scenery objects can. So let me blow up half the scenery so I don't have to worry about it. Right, hello there. You can die. Right, there we go. Shooty, shooty, shoot. And damage to you. Angry alien boy versus tank cannon. What can you really do? I have splash damage like no other. Right, there we go. And you're dead. Okay, that was surprisingly anticlimactic. Once your shield dropped, you were pretty much dead instantly. Oh, dear, oh dear. Oh, ship. Right, let me blow this bad boy up. Right, one shot, and that ship is very wobbly. Two shots, and it just disappears. Sorry, did they not have an animation for the ship crashing? It just turned into dust. What the heck was that? Oh, look at that ship. Look at that ship. One shot, and two shot, and that's another ship dead. They really do just disappear in the most derpiest of ways. Right, now in order to test my prowess even further, I'm going to try and do an assassination quest, which basically involves me crossing 500 meters this way to go murder someone. Oh, and I guess I have to go and help with another distress signal from these puny humans. Oh, wait, no, they're actually still alive. Oh, and there's an enemy ship. Right, so I guess that's what they want me to destroy. Oh, yeah, it really does just die with one shot. Well, that's it dead. Have I just saved the day? Oh, no, there's another one. Right, one shot, and oh, that one looks like it's crashing, and it's dead. Guess I also need to kill this one. Yeah, okay, right, this one also needs to die. One shot, and two shot. And there we go, I saved the day. That was surprisingly easy. Just destroy planes as they slowly land. Oh, dear, dear. Job done. Right, go this way, kill alien dude. Nice and simple. Ah, there's the guy. Look at him pose. If I can stealth my way around, I might be able to do a little bit of cheekiness. So I'll just quickly sneak up on here, and wha-bam. It's time for me to kill Ignovus the Devourer. There he is. He has got a shield, which means that he will take more than one shot. Okay, he will take a grand total of 2 shots. Well, that's the end of that. 2 shots. 2 whole shots. Yep, that was one hell of a VIP I had to murder. Oh, now there's a communication tower there. There's also some kind of fight happening between peoples down there, which I guess I could probably help out with. Like, there's some humans and some badmans. So, I'll do my best by quickly clearing up these boys. Oh, no, that was my feet. So, jump and shoot. Oh, and there we go. We just killed a tower. Okay, that was a propaganda tower destroyed. Ah, don't fall off the map. Don't fall off the map. Don't fall off the map. Beans. Yeah, this is death. This is what death feels like. Well, luckily, even though we die, I still get to keep my stupid overpowered gun. And now to make the crossing. Jump, 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 jump. Grapple hook. And we did it. Smooth. Oh, look, there's even a vehicle. Why not? I haven't tried driving a vehicle. This will be fun. Oh, and there's an enemy fight going on down there. Yeah, vehicle is definitely not the best weapon for the job, but hey, it will do. Oh, dear. Now, the vehicle is mostly just good so that you can run stuff over, which is always good fun. Who doesn't like running people over? Please do not clip that and send it to the police. Oh, wow, it's an enemy vehicle. Let's see how long it takes this thing to blow it up. Too long is the answer. This one, however, much better. One shot. One shot. That's good. And I think that's all clear. Wow. Look, they even have an RPG here. But the RPG, here's the problem. Sure, it can bring down a ship like that, but it takes probably about 2 to 3 shots. This bad boy only has like 5 rounds of ammunition. That's completely useless. Oh, here's some enemies. Right, bam, you're dead. And a jump and fun, you're dead. And so do you. And bam, you're dead. Come on, there's a Spartan core around here somewhere, and I'd like to get my hands on it. Is it in here, perchance? But hey, that's a Spartan core upgrade, which means I can finally upgrade my lovely grapple shots that has a much shorter cooldown. Lovely. Now I can truly be the Spooderman. Oh, hello there, evil enemy that is dead. Hey, little grunt, tag, you're it. And by it, I mean completely evaporated. Hey, little jackal, roses are red, violets are blue. I have a bullet, and soon it'll be inside of you. Ah, lovely. Now, one thing is for sure, this game is bloody beautiful and actually surprisingly fun. Devs, if you're watching this, I know I've stolen a very super secret gun that I shouldn't have. You've done a good job with the game, and also, thanks for giving me the stupidly powerful gun, because it allows me to see tiny little grunts off in the distance and do that to them. Now that is what I call an enjoyable gameplay experience. And just to prove how stupidly powerful this cannon is, I mean, this is a sentinel beam. Of course, it's quite fun, but if I were to say try and shoot this enemy here, it takes ages. It hasn't even got range, so it can't even hit that guy right over there, and it uses up a lot of ammunition, has a long reload. Like, look at that. I can't hit that guy. That's impossible. This guy can't hit. That building over there definitely can't hit. Switch to this guy. Suddenly, yes, I can hit that. I can also hit this guy. That building over there, no problem. Bam. That's a hit. It's blown up now. It's not happy. The other ones, they're shrinking into the ground. That's how concerned they are. That huge mountain over there, you bet your teabag I can hit that bad boy. Look, it's magical. Now, this is a ranged weapon. This is a sniper rifle. An explosive explosive 75 caliber sniper rifle, but a sniper rifle. Actually, I don't even think it's 75 caliber. What is the caliber of the cannons on the side of the ships? Now, given the fact that it uses the same reticle as the Scorpion's cannon, I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that it has the same properties, which means that this bad boy is firing a 90mm round, pure tungsten at the enemy, which, as you can imagine, it's pretty powerful. It's a good shot. It's gonna blow stuff up. And good lord, is it loud and proud and beautiful and majestic and vastly superior than all other forms of weaponry. And well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's how to get the most powerful weapon in the entirety of the Halo franchise. If you want to get it yourself, go back onto the map to where you started and go collect it. Just all the way over here on the crashed ship, and trust me, it's worth it. You're gonna love it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the Spiffing Brit, playing as the legendary Master Chief, who is now even more powerful than ever before. If you've enjoyed today's video, then make sure to give it a like and hop on down to the comment section and tell me if you're playing this new Halo. Genuinely, I quite like it. I'm interested to hear what you guys feel about it. And actually, I'm even interested to hear if any of you have ever played Halo, because I know my channel is largely PC gaming people, but even as a PC gamer myself, when all of the Halos released onto Steam, good lord, what a fun time I had playing them. So nonetheless, thank you very much for watching. If you sat there and want more, then why not consider subscribing if you want to see even more games broken and played in very stupid ways. And as always, a huge thank you to each and every one of my amazing Patrons and YouTube channel members. Oh my goodness, these amazing people help make these videos all the more possible. Seriously, thank you very much, and to each and every one of you, hope you have a Merry Christmas. And if you want to see something just like this, then why not watch this video on screen right here, which I think you're going to absolutely enjoy. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, my friends, and goodbye for now. Yes, Gordon, go! With a fishing rod nonetheless. Oh my goodness! Never in the history of Skyrim has someone hit a dragon with a fishing rod. And yet here we are with Gordon Ramsay, Dragon Slayer. Oh my goodness. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and welcome back to the fantastical world of Skyrim. I know it's the greatest game of all time, and today we're going to be beating it in an entirely new way, which Todd Howard hadn't originally intended to be possible. Now, I love beating Skyrim using some of the worst weapons possible. Take a look at, say, the Skyrim Fork. It's absolutely terrible, and yet we made it one-hit a dragon. And today we're going to be going on a marvelous adventure as we try and beat Skyrim using quite possibly its brand new worst weapon. It's the fishing rod, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been added in with the latest update, and this bad boy is absolutely terrible. It's less effective than actually tickling your opponent, and so consequently you would never logically use it as a weapon. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what we're going to do, because evidently I just hate myself. So strap yourselves in, grab yourself a nice warm cup of Yorkshire tea, and if you're feeling especially fantastic, you could even like the video. Now let's dive into a brand new game and beat this game in quite possibly the worst way possible. God, what am I getting myself into? And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've made our wonderful hero. It's none other than Gordon Ramsay himself. He's ported himself into the world of Skyrim because he's heard that there's some tasty fish, and this man is on an adventure to slay the tastiest of all fish, the sky fish, otherwise known as giant dragons. But sadly, he has to stick to a very specific rule set. Now, just what are those rules? Firstly, the only weapon I can use is a fishing rod. I can use 2 fishing rods, but these fishing rods can never be modified by poison or enchanted. That's right, I can no longer just whack on a fortify absorb life by 400,000%, as that kind of destroys the purpose of beating someone with a flimsy fishing rod. It's going to be glorious. And of course, starting off today's Janksgiving parade is this interesting feature in the game's character creator, because by switching between body and head, I don't know what's happening to the camera here, but Todd, I think it needs to be exercised. Anyway, let's dive straight into the game with the legendary Gordon Ramsay. Now, let's begin. Right, okay, we're on our glorious escape from Helgen, and there's our first huge skyfish of the adventure. I hope one day we're going to be able to eat him, but until then, we need to actually escape. So we're gonna go with Rayloff this time. Yeah, I don't like him, but hey, it's fine. He can rebel against the Empire all he likes. The Queen will one day put him down for being a treacherous bastard. I just need him to release me. Right, fantastic. With my bindings removed, Gordon Ramsay is now free. He can move. Now, we have Gunjar here, who we're meant to basically loot from, and we could take a weapon weapon from him, but the issue is it's not a fishing rod, so we can't actually use it. But what we will do is take his clothes. We're then also going to take off our clothes and not put his clothes on because they just don't really suit Gordon Ramsay, whereas his rippling biceps do, because my god, this dude is jacked. Now, of course, as the rules of our challenge dictate, we can only use the fishing rod to do damage, which is going to make this opening segment a little bit challenging, because basically we can't fight them. Right, now, fantastic, it's time for us to actually make our escape, of course, without actually really punching or hitting anyone and just letting Rayloff do all the work. The true AFK way to play Skyrim. Well, we've managed to escape from Helgen with a grand total of 0 people killed and pretty much absolutely nothing done beyond gold looted, really. So naturally, we're off with Rayloff to go catch ourselves some skyfish, or rather, Rayloff's just gonna bugger off somewhere else. We don't really need him. We are making our own way in this world, okay? So first things first, we need to gather ourselves our ingredients for destruction. Namely, we need a fishing rod, and luckily for us, the game provides. In fact, quite literally right here at the start, there is access to a fishing rod nearly given straight away, and so that's exactly what we're making our way towards. So right here we've got the standing stones of power, and then just behind it we've got ourselves a fishing spot. So over here we come, and we're gonna grab ourselves our fishing rod. Wabam, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, a fishing rod. Here's our bad boy. He does 3 damage, he has a weight of 3, and he has a value of 10. He might not look like much, but trust me, using this guy, we're gonna basically defeat the game. And wabam. Now I have noticed this woman has fish, and we could use some of that fish. Also, she's dressed like a fisherman. Oh, and she also has a coin purse here. Oh, and there's some cooked fish. Oh, I'm sorry, woman, but you need to die. This is gonna actually take quite a bit. It doesn't help that she's blocking, but it's okay. We can just fishing rod our way through her defenses. She might have an axe, but I have a flimsy piece of wood that makes a bonking noise. She swears she'll kill us, but I'm afraid it's not going to be enough. I am the fisherman of death, and you are dead. I don't ask how I could stab someone through the chest using a flimsy piece of wood, but apparently I can. Anyway, we're going to be taking all of those fishing gears. And hang on a second, was that another fishing rod she gave us? Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that is? That's a second fishing rod. Oh, this is fantastic. We are now more powerful than ever before. And most importantly, we also have clothes now. That's right, we are now Fisherman Gordon. Also, check out how we run. We're adorable. We're like Naruto, but a fisherman. This is completely cursed. I love it. Anyway, it's off to Riften we go, as we need to make ourselves a god, and wow, we really do just move like an absolute idiot. But hey, Gordon, I love you. You're fantastic. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've made my way all the way over to the Riften fisheries for one very important reason. These bad boys are ram-packed with all of the necessary ingredients to make Fortify Restoration potions. That's right, we can just make our way inside of here and basically loot an endless quantity of ingredients to let us make these potions. Now, best of all, we could steal all of these items, or if we give Wujita here a single health potion, we can just ransack the place for free. And this means we now get to search through all of these barrels and basically steal a huge amount of salt and fish. Now, we're mostly looking for the Abyssinian longfin, the Cyrodiilic spade tail, and salt piles. So there we have it. We've pretty much robbed the entire place of all of its fish, which is fantastic. If we take a look in our inventory now at all of our ingredients, we've got 5 Abyssinian longfins, 7 Cyrodiilic spade tails, and 13 salt piles. Now, I'm also going to go and hop outside into the waters of Riften, as there's even more fishes in there. Right, well, after jumping in and out of the water for an incredibly long time, I have managed to amass an absolute wealth of ingredients for my recipes in order to break the game. We have 62 salt piles, 14 Cyrodiilic spade tails, and 14 Abyssinian longfins. This is fantastic. We can make 28 Fortify Restoration potions, but before we start potion crafting, we need to get a few more items to actually make our potion making valuable. So in order to pull that off, we're going to have to head all the way back over to Dawnstar, as we've got a merchant's chest to break into. Oh, and of course, luckily for us, the Khajiits are standing right here. So we can take a look inside this Khajiit's inventory and see if they have the items that we're looking for. In our case, we're looking for some kind of item that allows us to boost our potion making abilities. The Khajiit sadly does not have such an item, so instead we're going to have to punch the Khajiit in the face. So what we do is we drop down a quick save, punch the Khajiit, reload the quick save, and refresh the trader's inventory. And wabam, it's as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. Check out these hide braces of alchemy. Now, of course, we do not have anywhere near enough money to actually buy this item, so instead we're not going to do that. We're going to quite simply run in this direction over here and steal from the trader's actual secret hidden inventory that is located just around the corner. Right, so bam, we just come over here, loot this chest, and would you look at that, it's the trader's entire inventory, meaning we can just yoink these hide braces of alchemy directly. Fantastic. It's time for us to actually train up some of our alchemy. Now, there's of course two ways to do this. Way number one would involve us actually doing alchemy. Way number two is to basically convince the AI to teach us. Right now, we've made our way back over to Whiterun, and it's going to be straight over to the alchemy shop because we've got some alchemizing to do. So, first things first, we're going to get lovely Arcadia to actually teach us alchemy. Now, this costs money. In fact, it's going to cost us 220 gold to do this, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we can just get the gold back. So, we're going to basically get her to level us up a whole bunch. We're now up to level 19 alchemy. Fantastic. That's now level 20 and 21. Glorious. But sadly, we lack the money to do the next tier. But don't worry, because we can just say, I've got stuff for sale, and she's got all of our money just hanging around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sell her this cork bulb root, press E, go into her inventory, and sell her back her own ingredients. I think fire salts are fantastic for this. So there we go. We're bam. You'll notice in the bottom right, we are just gaining money and speech as we convince her to buy her own goods off of herself, and in the process, give us money. This is true 100% Todd Howard approved Skyrim gameplay. And of course, because we managed to actually gain a whole bunch of experience in our lovely potion making, we're now able to level up. Right now, what we're going to do is we're also going to sink a perk point into Alchemist so that our potions are now 40% stronger, which is lovely. And at the same time, we're going to speak to Arcadia again because we've leveled up, and that means she's actually able to teach us all of the alchemy again. I know, every time you level up, you can go back to a trainer, and because we're leveling up off of this trainer, it works perfectly for us. And bam, there we go. We've now increased our alchemy to 37, literally just off of repeatedly cyberbullying this NPC. And now, of course, I need all of my money back. And bam, we've hit level 8. My goodness, okay, this is getting rather ridiculous, but hey, that's level 8. We've now got 2 perks lying around. I'm going to get trained again, and now we're going to go up to alchemy level 41. Oh dear, oh dear. So there we go. We've maxed ourselves out pretty much as far as we can go. We have a huge amount of points into alchemy, and we even have a spare perk point lying around, which I reckon we can probably sink into the one-handed tree in a little bit. So what we're going to do is try and make ourselves some lovely basic potions. Now, if we were to not wear any of our amazing items that make our ability to make potions better, and we were to just quite simply make a very basic Fortify Restoration potion using an Absian Longfin and a Salt Pile, then we've got a Fortify Restoration of 27%, which is good, but it could be a lot better. So when we whack on our lovely items to make our potion making better, and make another potion of Fortify Restoration, suddenly this one is 34%, which is much better. But of course, we can go deeper. For you see, by taking off these items and then drinking this restoration potion, the effects of all positive effects are now going to be increased as well. This means when we actually take a look at our apparel, this lovely hide bracer here now increases crafted potion strength by 20%. It's fantastically perfectly balanced. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to wait 60 seconds for that first potion to wear off, and now that the effects of it have worn off and our items are back to normal, we're going to take them off and chug our improved Fortify Restoration potion. Right, we're then going to chug this next potion, which is 50% stronger, and sadly this one doesn't improve our items anymore. They're maxed out until we're somehow able to break the cap, but luckily if we go into the skill tree here, I have a slight feeling that if I manage to bung a perk point into the benefactor bonus here, our potions with beneficial effects will actually be increased by more than 25%. So now let's go experiment by trying to make a new potion. Yep, suddenly this Fortify Restoration potion is 72% stronger. Lovely. So we can of course quit the alchemy menu after making that bad boy, take off our apparel, chug a potion of now 72% Fortify Restoration, put that apparel back on, and suddenly it's a fair bit more powerful. Then we go back into the alchemy lab and we do it all over again. Ah look, 98% more powerful. Now that's what I'm talking about. Back on out we go, and we're going to repeat this process again. Now the Fortify Restoration loop is really powerful because you can just keep these potions on you for effectively ever, and then you can chug them for temporary bouts of amazing power. Like for example, I could chug one and then put on this Ring of Minor Wielding, and suddenly my one-handed attacks are doing 32% more damage. That could potentially increase the amount of damage we're doing with the fishing rods by 2. Wow! Okay, sadly that's, I know, not enough to actually get excited about, but it is still impressive. Anyway, back into the alchemy lab we go because our items have just been improved once more. We're going to make another potion, and yes, we've pretty much hit our limit. We can create a Fortify Restoration potion of 170%, which is remarkably powerful, but we're going to need to find another way to break out of this, because we're going to need to actually create another apparel item, something to also improve our alchemy some more, and for that we're going to need to do some enchanting. So let's go buff our alchemy even more.
6.5 hours later.
Welcome back. I've managed to craft myself a few new items to improve my alchemy abilities. We've got our ring, our braces, we've got a circlet on, and we're even wearing a necklace, all of which are boosting our alchemy by a few little percent. And using this advantage, we're going to actually make ourselves some more potions, but this time even more powerful potions. So we're going to take off all of our amazing items here that buff our potion creation. We're going to chug one potion of restoration, and then another potion of restoration, and then finally the last potion of restoration. Then we're going to put on all of our lovely alchemy items, use the alchemy lab in front of us, mix the cyrodiilic spade tail with the wonderful salt pile, and make ourselves a Fortify Restoration potion. Lovely. Then we're going to back on out of the alchemy menu here, take off our buffed clothing of alchemy, chug the potion of restoration. Right now, suddenly our lovely necklace of alchemy is up to 45%, along with the hide braces and the circlet, and so this means that the next restoration potion we make, chances are it's going to be quite powerful. There we go, it's 319% more powerful. Lovely. Now we chug this bad boy. Suddenly our items have pretty much doubled in power again. The ball is definitely rolling now. Okay, so we've just massively increased our restoration abilities. If we now put on our lovely items of alchemy production, you'll notice they are now in the thousands of percentage of strength, which is wonderful. Okay, so next up we're going to make ourselves another potion. This one has a chance to actually crash the game, so I will drop down another save. Okay, so we're going to use the alchemy lab with all of our improved items. We're going to make another Fortify Restoration potion. This one is 500,000% stronger, and we'll just take our alchemy up to 77, just pretty much instantaneously, which is lovely. Now if we were to chug this huge potion, we're going to be able to make some absolutely nightmarish abominations. Now we're going to make ourselves a new potion. It's going to use Hagraven Claws, and it's going to use a Spriggan Sap. This is going to be a Fortify Enchanting potion, and this bad boy is going to allow us to enchant items for the next 30 seconds for 358,000% more than what they would normally be. So it's over to the enchanting table we go. We're going to chug our potion of enchanting strength, and then we're going to very quickly enchant ourselves an item that is going to allow us to make potions very, very powerful. This way we don't have to do the restoration loop every time we want to make high-powered potions. So we chug that. Now we can enchant like a literal god. We're then going to pick an item to enchant. We're going to go for this lovely basic silver amethyst ring here. Pick an enchantment to fortify alchemy. Fill it with a grand soul gem. Suddenly we can now enchant for 3 million strength. Let's rename this item after our Lord and Savior, God Howard. And bam, we can craft it. But hey, now we no longer have to worry necessarily about Fortify Restoration potions, because we have an item right here, God Howard, that allows us to make God tier potions. So now, what are we going to do with ourselves? Well, firstly, we're going to get back into our lovely chef's clothes, because we just look so lovely in them. And then next up, we're going to be making our way on a little adventure, ladies and gentlemen, because we need to improve our ability to do one-handed damage. And yes, I could create, say, a ring right now using this arcane enchanter. I could say make this lovely necklace here, increase my one-handed damage so my one-handed attacks do 13% more damage. This is okay, it's not fantastic, it's not going to break the game. And equally, it's an item. We're not really actually improving Gordon Ramsay, we're merely whacking something onto him. So we need to improve the very essence that is Gordon Ramsay. And so in order for us to do that, we need to go on a quest. And that quest, ladies and gentlemen, is going to take us all the way out of Skyrim. I know, it's going to be quite the adventure. Right now, I've made my way all the way over to Windhelm for one very important reason. There's a boat over here that is going to allow us to go on a lovely journey to the Isle of Solstein. And the reasoning we're coming over to Solstheim is because there is one very special stone. A stone which increases our ability to do one-handed damage. And this is not like an item, it's not like a ring. This is true power. A god's gift being absorbed by the body of Gordon Ramsay so that he can decimate the world using fishing rods. Because right now he is ridiculously feeble. He can genuinely not hit anyone, because now that we've achieved level 19, the actual enemies we're going to be fighting are stupidly powerful. For example, to demonstrate this, here is a Redoran guard. Now, I can try and attack them, but you'll notice even with a power attack, I'm doing basically no damage. Meanwhile, they are able to pretty much massacre me, and in a one-on-one fight, it it would basically be completely even. This means we have absolutely no chance of defeating a dragon, so we're going to turn ourselves into a god. In order to do this, we need to go visit a temple. Now, what I've done is I've made my way inside the temple, and over here on the left, we have the wonderful Shrine of Beofire. Now, the Shrine of Beofire, like most shrines in Skyrim, gives us a bonus. This one increases the amount of damage we do by one-handed weapons by 10% for 8 hours, which is very nice. But interestingly, if we chug a potion of Fortify Restoration, say this potion here that fortifies restoration by 111,000%, then very interestingly, the effects of actually using this shrine are increased again. So for the next 7 hours, one-handed weapons now do 11,000% more damage. Now that's what I call perfectly balanced. We now have the ability to one-hit someone using a fishing rod, because we have become a god. I know, a fishing god. Hello there, guard. Right, bam, you're dead. One hit. We can even see how much damage our weapons do. Each fishing rod is now doing 568 damage. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Okay, sure, this is fantastic. Okay, if we were to exit into Solstheim right now, and we were to fight our way through all of the guards, which of course we can do very easily. Oh yes, yes, we are still made of paper, but don't worry, we can run fast and we can hit hard. Now, in order to prove just how powerful Gordon Ramsay is, I've decided to spawn an Elder Dragon, one very, very powerful skyfish, which of course Gordon Ramsay intends to feast upon. And oh my goodness, it breathes fire. Now I just need the dragon to land and then Gordon Ramsay can fish him. Yes, here we go, and punch. Yes, Gordon, go! With a fishing rod nonetheless. Oh my goodness! Never in the history of Skyrim has someone two-hit a dragon with a fishing rod. And yet here we are with Gordon Ramsay, Dragon Slayer. Oh my goodness. Okay, welcome back. I've been on an adventure to Dawnstar, punched a Khajiit bunch until I've managed to get an item that I'm looking for. A hide armor with the enchantment of fortifying your health. Now, we're going to need this because we could really do with some way to actually make Gordon Ramsay a little bit more sturdy. And the best way we can do that is to put an enchantment to fortify health onto our lovely chef's tunic. Issue is, if we were to do that right now, we'd only gain an extra 20 points in health. That's not going to save us from a dragon. So instead, we're simply thinking too small. We need to go bigger. So let's use this alchemy lab. Firstly, we're going to want to put on our God Howard ring so that our potions are 30 million times more powerful. Then we're going to make a potion of fortifying enchanting using a Hagraven Claw and a Snowberry. So we're going to craft this bad boy, and wha-bam, suddenly our enchantments are now 4 million times as powerful for the next 30 seconds. We're going to grab ourselves our lovely chef's tunic. We're going to whack on an enchantment to fortify health. This is going to increase our health by negative 20 million. I don't know what's going to happen here. It could be something. Oh my goodness, I'm going to drop down a save because we could create something that might be too powerful. I think this is going to go fine. This is going to be the lamb sauce. This is what Gordon Ramsay was looking for the whole time. The lamb sauce. This has raised our enchanting, I think, up 429 out of 429 to 429. Yeah, enchanting is now broken. We've completely and utterly destroyed it. Anyway, let's take a look at our new bit of apparel. We're actually wearing the lamb sauce right now, which is actually increasing our health by negative 2 billion. Don't ask me how a statistic is being increased by a minus 2 billion, but it is. If we go up into our skills and take a look at our health, we can see that our health rests around a very comfortable 10 billion. Yep, that's right, we have 10 billion health, which I think is maybe just enough to allow us to survive. Oh god, right, well, we're going to make ourselves another fortify enchanting potion as we need to improve our one-handed skill now that we've turned Gordon Ramsay into an immortal. That's right, it's going to be a necklace to fortify one-arm damage. I don't know what this number is even trying to express, but we're going to take it. This is going to be Hell's Own Kitchen. Hell's Own Kitchen manages to fortify and increase the amount of damage one-handed attacks do by minus 1.5 billion. So we're going to equip this and now go to the weapons and see that, okay, the fishing rod does a little bit more damage than it used to. Our total predicted output of damage is now up to 674 million. This is a little bit more than the standard fishing rod, as we have now become a god. Oh my good lord. Don't believe me? Well, allow me to demonstrate. Hello there, Whiterun Guard. Oh my good lord. What the heck? How do you impale a man with 2 fishing rods straight through the chest? I don't know how it can be done, but we managed it. Anyway, hello there, Whiterun Guard. You're not going to manage to survive this. Oh my good lord, Gordon. Gordon, why? You don't even need their ingredients. Gordon Ramsay, my friend, you've become death, destroyer of worlds. Oh my goodness. Forged in the fires of hell's own kitchen, you're now ready to capture and defeat the greatest threat to Skyrim, the Skyfish. So it's time for us to fight one of the greatest enemies that Skyrim has to offer, and of course what all aspiring chefs wish to slay, giant dragons. So today we're going to see if Gordon Ramsay can defeat 11 elder dragons. That's right, we don't have any ranged attack, but there's 11 of these bad boys, and they're gonna try and crisp us. But that's fine, just like a non-stick frying pan, this boy is heat resistant. Doesn't matter how much flame and fire you sizzle him with, he was forged in Hell's Kitchen, dragons. Your pathetic powers are meaningless. He is a god! Yes, the greatest of gods! You think you can land down here and survive, dragons? No, you cannot. Ah, you stand on the ground where I can murder you? Oh no, some of the dragons are attacking what appear to be completely peaceful, innocent bandits and noble people. No, I shall save you, brave nobleman. There you go, you are dead, evil dragon. What are you doing here? Why aren't you running, Mr. Nobleman? Nobleman, how are you alive? What are you doing here? There is literally a giant apocalypse and you're just standing here vibing. Right, kill this dragon. Don't worry, brave nobleman, I shall protect you. And there we go, we've done it. We've actually done it. Wow, who knew Skyrim was this easy, especially as a chef? I thought playing as a chef with no armor and using fishing rods, which are objectively one of the worst weapons in the entire game, might make this game actually difficult. But no, it turns out it's still completely easy and perfectly balanced. Well, I guess we have to actually fight the strongest warrior in Skyrim then, the Ebony Warrior, and see if Gordon Ramsay can beat him. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Ebony Warrior. A man who believes he's a greater chef than Gordon Ramsay. Little does he know he is completely wrong. Because you see, Gordon is an absolute god. Doesn't matter how tall you are or how tasty you think you might be, Gordon will get the tastiest nutrients out of you. So, let us murder the Ebony Warrior. Firstly, we must start the fight by punching him. Now he knows we're ready to rumble, and he will hit us with his greatest attacks, and he'll even Fusradar us. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh, he really yeeted Gordon Ramsay there, but don't worry, we're still going to be able to beat him. It's time to murder an Ebony Warrior. Goodbye, my friend. That was surprisingly anticlimactic. Yeah, I genuinely thought he would put up a fair bit more of a fight than that, but I guess that means Gordon Ramsay is, he's done it. He's actually done it, ladies and gentlemen. This was quite possibly one of the worst ways to try and beat Skyrim, but we have completely and utterly proven that a fishing rod is absolutely amazing, because yes, in principle, as soon as I drop this weapon on the ground, it is just a standard fishing rod. It does 3 damage. It's unwieldy, and it makes a stupid looking bonking sound, and for some reason it just clipped into the terrain and fell out of the world. And yet there is something wonderful about the noble fishing rod that makes it such a wonderful way of beating the game, and it's entirely because of the overpowered specimen that is wielding the flimsy piece of plywood. And today that specimen was Gordon Ramsay. What a fine hunk of meat indeed. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed our adventures in Skyrim today, then make sure to give the video a like, and why not try and beat Skyrim using a fishing rod yourself? I'm sure you have your own way of doing it that might not involve turning your main character into a god, but that's just how I like to pull it off. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, you are legally required to give it a like, and go into the comment section and tell me what the worst weapon in Skyrim is that you've ever used. And maybe I can see if I can try and, you know, subtly balance it. And if you want to see more wonderful videos like this, then why not consider subscribing? It massively helps us out. And finally, a massive thank you to each and every one of our Patreons and YouTube channel members who make all of these videos all the more possible. Seriously, thank you very much, you ridiculously generous sausages. If you're sat there wondering what video you'd like to watch next, look no further than this one on screen now, hand-chosen by myself to be absolutely perfect for you. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.